What's up, y'all? It's just me on this little short video because this has just been something that's been in my mind recently, and I was like, never thought in a million years I would make a video like this. Um, don't worry about the way I sound in this video or the way I look. First of all, I look rough as hell just to make this video. Fresh out the bed, wash my face, brush my teeth. Next thing I'm like, let me go ahead and make this short video so I can get this shit on over with and get this off out of my head. Like, my face is still swole. So if I talk weird, look weird, or whatever, don't judge me. Please don't judge me. You're judging my. But yeah, as you saw the title, this is my coming out story. I wouldn't really necessarily say it's a story because everybody has to have a coming out story. It's like one link. It's like one thing. Mine's are chronicles actually. So let's get into it. Chronicle 1. I was in seventh grade, and it was like me and a group of friends. It was four of us total, including me. And one day, I happened to tell this one guy that was part of the group. I had texted him that night. I was like, "Hey, I feel like I'm bisexual, but I don't know." And so the very next day, when I made it to school, because he never texted back. After I texted, we were texting all night. He never texted back after I texted. So the very next day we made it to school, everybody, literally every motherfucking person in our class walked up to me and was like, "You bisexual?" And so I'm looking around, I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, how the fuck you know that?" And so I finally come across the group out that we had or whatever, and I'm like, "What the fuck is everybody talking about?" And so one of the dudes that was in our group or whatever, he was like, "I can't basically fuck with you or whatever because you bisexual or whatever." I'm like, "Who the fuck told you that?" And then they said the other guy that's part of the group as well told him. And so I was like, okay. Needless to say, that spread around the whole school like very quick. So I ain't gonna lie, I was hella pissed. I was like, damn near about to just fight the motherfucker. Cause I'm like, we're supposed to be close. And even if you told the people in the group, like, what the fuck? But hey, it is what it is at that point. So another situation happened. But I do remember in the same seventh grade year, me and my sister, we had the same history class. And she passed me a note. It was like this long ass, this motherfucker was long as fuck. She passed me this note, and then she was like, if I can remember it, it's not gonna be verbatim. But anyway, um, tell me the truth. I love you. No matter what, I love you till the death of us or whatever. You can be honest with me, but are you gay? And I was like, mm. And so I was acting oblivious or whatever. So I was asking like random questions or whatever, stupid questions at that. I remember that much. And then she was like, basically just answer my damn motherfucking question, nigga. And so I was like, no, I'm not gay. However, I'm bisexual because me and her friend, we was writing out. You know how like when everybody was kids, you used to write them bubble letters of how you used to like people, and then write their names in big ass bold letters on pieces of paper. Yeah, that's what we was doing. So me and her had a mutual friend, and so her name was Brianna, and so she had did hers. I told her to do mine of the person I liked. And then I did the person of the one she liked because I didn't want nobody to, basically know I didn't want nobody in my business or whatever. But apparently my sister read right between that bullshit. But anyway, moving on to Chronicle number 2. Now this is where it get a little rocky. So a rumor had went around saying that I had kissed the guy or whatever. Um, Backtracking a little bit, the little 4 people that was in my group, including me, yeah, we wasn't cool no more after that whole situation. So, but yeah, Chronicle number 2. It was like I said, it was a rumor. It was a rumor going around that I had kissed the boy, and apparently the dude that was in my little group thing, he had went back and texted my sister and told her that. Well, around this time, we had a parent that wasn't accepting of us being on social media or whatever around that time. So they ended up going to my sister messages on Facebook and happened to find that message. And this is where it get really rocky at. So after that parent saw that message, she called me downstairs because we had a 2-story house back then. Um, as well as getting on to my sister about the whole Facebook thing or whatever. She called me downstairs and she was like, "So this is what you do or whatever." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" So and then she was like, "So you kissing boys? So that's what you're doing?" And I was like, and in my mind, I was like, "This is not how I want to tell anybody else. What I got going on is coming out the exact wrong way of what I don't want it to go." And so I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know how the fuck I'm going. It's like everybody just knowing my own business before I even tell anybody. Like, what the fuck? So, and so when she asked, I was like, I mean, yeah. So then I actually forgot exactly what she said after I said yeah. But she said, obviously, she said something. However, it wasn't dramatic. But this is where the devastating part come in, and this is where the rocky bullshit come in. So she started throwing the Bible in my face again. Okay, I understand that Christian households, they have one way of raising how they was raised, how they going to raise their children or whatever the situation is. But when you're a kid, I understand like teaching them right from wrong. That's part of teaching and disciplining or whatever. But they're still kids. They're gonna get into stuff. They're gonna find out stuff. They're gonna meddle around. It's life. Matter of fact, teenage life. With that being said, let's get to the old fucked up part. So, she was slandering me with the Bible or whatever this is, this, so on and so forth. So she ended up telling me to go upstairs to go to my room. And so I went upstairs to my room, and apparently I was supposed to wait till my dad got off. My dad ended up getting off. Of course, she told him. Both parts, my sister and me. She told him. So I remember this like it was literally just yesterday. Um, he came upstairs. He changed out his work clothes or whatever. He came out of their room. He came out of their room and went into the hallway closet because their room was right here. The hallway closet was right here. And then my room was right here. So like across for them, it was like a two-way thing. My room, my sister's room. Anyway, yeah. So he had threw something. I guess he had threw his clothes in their clothes or whatever. And then as soon as he got through, he like sped into my room. In the midst of him speeding into my room, he literally grabbed me and started slinging me out across the room to the point of it was very possible for me to hit anything. I hit my head on, around that time we had metal bunk beds. That's when that shit was popular. But except it wasn't stacked up, we just separated them. He had slung me around the room or whatever. And somehow I had a bruise on my back, had a bruise on my face. Well, silver bruises on my face. And it was pretty hectic. And the other parent didn't ready to walk in until like after the fact. And it was like, you need to calm down, basically. Not know this isn't right. None of that. Just basically, you need to calm down. So in my eyes, I'm like, so you just condoning it. You're accepting of this activity that's going on. And in the midst of all of that, not one of them came down to see if I was good. Shit, see if I was still breathing at that. to be honest. Only person that really just helped me, patch me up or whatever, make sure I was good, the whole 9 yards, was my sister. That's gonna be forever my ride or die, my OG right there. Princess, I see you in the back. Anyway, you know what's crazy? The crazy part about it is, after all that, you can physically see that something happened the other night. I still had to go to school with all that on me or whatever. People questioning me. I think I had a black eye too. People questioning me like, what the fuck happened? Teachers, counselors. And we ain't supposed to say shit. And of course, you know, the black community, what happens in this house stays in this house. That stupid cliche shit. So, that amongst other many reasons is why I grew hatred. Not really necessarily saying hatred, but everybody know me like I have a bad attitude problem. And my rage is like, whew, it's like a different story. So that will be where some of that come from. Um, so moving on. So we ended up going downstairs, and it was a big in my ears, in my face. It was a big blur. So I was hearing shit, but I really wasn't because I was still like pissed off, stunned. Not really stunned, but like in awe. Like what the fuck? Like I'm supposed to be your kid. Like you really gonna do that to your own son? Would you do that to your other kids? Probably not, but okay. And so I was like, it's one thing, in my opinion, I was like, it's one thing to have a disbelief in that, especially with you being a Christian, say, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, even in that situation, all the way to now, in 2023, there was no remorse, there was no apology, apologetic, sympathy, none of that. It was, you'll be all right, a pat on the back, basically. And of course, I really didn't want it either because I mean, I grew up with this same person telling me that you're a pussy, you're a wimp if you show your feelings, if you crying and all this other stuff. So basically, I was just supposed to bottle up on my feelings, which I did for like a good 19 years until I became an adult and all that shit came out accidentally. So that was Chronicle 2. Chronicle 3 was be when I made it to high school. And I was like, let me try to reroute my reputation because these motherfuckers already spilled out what the fuck they want to spill out on some information how they want to get out, just thought I could trust them on behavior. And then the second chronicle. But anyway, so made it to high school about 2012. And I was like, I want to reroute my reputation because I really don't want to in my business until I really want them in my business or whatever. So, my high school year, I was going through a lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna fucking lie. Ninth grade year, I went to my first. They had all them fights. I had plenty of fights. I ain't gonna cap. This like just changed. What the fuck? Me in high school, I literally had more issues than Vogue. And that's on K Michelle. So, I dated like a lot of females in high school and before high school, to be honest. I dated like countless of them. And I don't know. I wouldn't say it didn't feel right, but I did know that I was trying to portray this picture to my family and to people around, like my peers, that, okay, straight or whatever. Me, inside, I was like, I know I like both. I don't care. But at the same time, it's just a reputation thing. You know, the typical high school shit that everybody go through. Not necessarily say to fit in or whatever, but you know, around that time, yeah, I don't really think, no, it wasn't accepting globally, nationally, like it is now. Now it's a new norm. Back then it wasn't. Yeah, you had a few people. You had some people that went that way, that swung that way. But you still have the, you know, it just wasn't normal to people. So as time passed on, I think I eventually just was like, okay, so fuck me, fuck telling anybody else about myself or whatever. and what I like and my experience or whatever. I think I'm just doing it myself, but when I get ready. So ninth grade year flew by, 10th grade year flew by, 11th grade year flew by, 12th grade year flew by. 12th grade year came, and at that point I just think, fuck, I ain't gonna lie, I was a big asshole. I ain't gonna fucking cap. I was one of the biggest hoes walking around my damn city. I ain't gonna cap. But, let me taught me a lot. It's technically my coming out story, not really a coming out story like I said in the beginning. It's really chronicles, failed attempts, I guess for lack of better words or whatever. But I see a lot of people now because I had an inspiration like the past few days. It's been a while. Because at first I was going to make a Facebook post about it, but I was like, hell the fuck no. That was going to be a long ass Facebook post. But anyway, and so I was like, I just pushed it aside. Then I just had the idea yesterday. I had a few inspirations or whatever. And I was like, that'd be a good time that me and my therapist talking about healing and trauma and all that other stuff, which that'll be in a different video. Yark is at work right now. That's why he ain't here, in case y'all was wondering. So I can do personal videos with him or without him, if he's at work or if he's off. It doesn't matter. So one thing I will say, for anybody that's seeing this video, friends, strangers, or even a relative, if you are growing up in a Christian household where hostility is highly possible, as well as abuse, and you're taking that road as a lifestyle, I would say, which is it suck ass to say it, but it's in my case. I'm sure I'm not gonna be the only one, but I would say tread lightly on how you let your parents know if they are the one, or your guardians, if they are the one that are firm in the Bible. Not necessarily saying everybody that's firm in the Bible will be like this, but firm in the Bible, aggressive, abusive, physically, mentally, spiritually, and verbally. I would definitely say tread lightly before that information come out to both of those parents, guardians, or to that one parent or guardian. Tread lightly. Tell somebody who you trust and who wouldn't mind or whatever. Because me growing up, yeah, I was bullied a lot on that. I ain't gonna cap. Family and friends, well, shit, they weren't my damn friends. But anyway, my peers. So I wouldn't say just hide in the dark in the closet or whatever all your life. However, tread lightly on who you tell. It is becoming a norm on movies too, that if you tell your parents that everything gonna be peaches and cream, not necessarily. You may get those few parents that it will be peaches and cream. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry, my little dry erase board threw me the fuck off with these yellow ass words. Anyways, so yeah, tread lightly on a situation like that. It is becoming a new norm where it's becoming, I guess, tolerated or not tolerated. That's the wrong word for choosing. Like I said, it's becoming a norm. So, however, you still have those people who just not too fond of it. Because me, in my honest opinion, I feel like at this point it's just tolerated. Well, yeah, like I said, when it comes to me, I feel like it's just being tolerated. Which is why I should distance myself, because it's a lot. It's a lot that me and my counselor talk about. And it's just something that you would have to go therapy for, to break down every single situation for you to heal, for your improvement in life as you get older, as an adult. I would actually recommend therapy for everybody that has went through anything. I'm not too fond on a lot of stuff, but some of the stuff that has happened in the past, it kind of like linger over into me. But I'm trying to relearn, reshape myself all over again personally because, yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, like I said, I ain't gonna make this video long at all because it's gonna be a very short video. I just felt the need to, you know, just say this part. Maybe it'll help somebody. Hopefully it will, even if it just help one person. Cause just apparently this word is too damn big, and you'll never know who it touch when it comes to abuse. And that's just one aspect of abuse when it comes to my life. When it comes to trauma, trauma is, if you want to talk about a new norm, trauma was a norm when I was growing up. Me and my sister, not just me. Which is why, as we got older, like as soon as we got that little bit touch of freedom, we exploded in ways nobody else thought we would have. I ain't gonna care. So, one thing I have learned in the midst of trauma, let me stop lying. What I'm learning after all the trauma is not necessarily saying forget it, but move forward. It will, for the embetterment, whatever the fuck the real word is, I cannot get out. For your healing, for your soul or whatever. It will help you as a person in your personal life, your relationships, or anything. So, yeah, just don't hold on to all that, especially as much as I've been holding on. Because I've ruined a lot of friendships, even relationships, even though some of that was not my motherfucking fault. It just a domino effect. For every action, you get a reaction. But anyway, like learning this time. But I'm grown up to admit to my own shit. Take accountability for my own shit. So, but anyway, like I said, this ain't gonna be a long ass video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And then hit that bell on there to get notified of every new video. I'm drop this video first because we still editing the other video. I'm let this video drop, and then once this one drop, a couple days later, we're gonna drop our other video that was supposed to drop before my surgery happened with the 7 fucking wisdom teeth. And it looks like a potato head. Trust me, you will see it in that motherfucking video. I'm gonna go ahead and re-edit it and add this new shit up in there so y'all can actually see it. I look like Mr. Potato Head because this will be my second surgery. The first surgery was before Christmas. They pulled this tooth out, and then they told me I had to come back in March. Blah 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 blah. But this tooth started fucking with me too, and then I was like, you know what? We're just gonna pull a model out like we was in March, and I was like, and so that was like it's a total of 7. So yeah, and I was like, okay, let's just go and get out the way. So at least I can enjoy my birthday in April. So did that, and I was wide awake throughout the whole shit. So these motherfuckers didn't offer no wacky gas. These motherfuckers didn't offer me no IV. They didn't offer me a goddamn thing. But anyway, it is what it is. So be sure to like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. We will have our other video with Yorkers here coming up after a few days after this one drops or posts. So stay tuned. Peace.